Good morning, afternoon, and evening, folks, wherever you may be. It happens to be early morning here for Clay and I at the Portland Doubles Mashup 2022. This is the first round of the Monster Money Knockouts. It's a 3 out of 5, single elimination, win by 2. These teams were drawn up after 7 straight rounds of qualifiers. Clay and I just did 14 matches in a row, starting at 8:30. I am talked out. How are you, Clay?
I am ready to be excited that this is the last match of the day.
But what a match it is! This is how based on their overall points that they got. It was overall number 1, overall number 2 play together, 3 and 4 play together, and all down to the first top 32.
Right, and then those teams are seeded accordingly. So top 2 players were Jeff Pipkin Jr., number 1, and Mike Splain, number 2. Or vice versa. I don't remember which one was number 1. But those two were the first. Those were the top 2, and therefore they are the number 1 seed.
Yes. Yes, and here.
So,
yep.
Number 9 seed, Brandon Muñoz. And James Castillo, a.k.a. Sparky.
Which
Tasmanian Devil and Sparky.
Even though they're a number 9 seed, in our hearts, they're probably a number 1.
Yeah.
But
this was a hard qualifying series of rounds. I mean, holy moly. For those two to be 17 and 18, holy moly.
So you see now in the foreground there, that's Harold Hutchison. Harold and his partner Fadi, they were the 8th seed total. And Harold is a local player, longtime player, smart player. Maybe not the most skilled player, but he definitely has ability, especially mentally. Fadi, he lives, again, 7 minutes from where I live. I go play foosball with him. He is an expert, but he is one of the best experts. I would put him up there. He's got a solid pro game, in my opinion, as the fist bumps go around. But something I've learned about Fadi playing with him over the years is that he can be fearless once he gets on a roll against any team. How that's going to work out against a team of this caliber on the left, Muñoz and Castillo, time will tell. But here we go, 3 out of 5 in this first round with a Monster Money Knockout. Fadi does a tic-tac series into a pull shot.
Always feels a little old school seeing someone playing with gloves.
Yeah, I've asked him about that. He just said it's much better feeling grip for him. He does not shoot as that goes in very quickly now. 1-1 now. All night, folks, you've been watching matches of 10 balls now. Traditional 3 out of 5 single elimination. But yeah, it is. It's either old school or more kind of European style, right? Now you watch Fadi's got one of those. It would be a contrast if we saw Kevin Romero. Kevin Romero is very compact, uses his body when he shoots his pull shot. Fadi, when you watch him shoot, he whips. Speaking of whips now, 2-1 here. Curious how they actually adjust to this, Clay.
Yeah, well, they're still playing like it's a 10-ball game. Just that the pace of it, you can feel the pace is quite a bit uppity.
Uppity.
The actual word there.
Yeah. No, and I went to each one of them before the match. I was like, hey, look, it's 3 out of 5. Keep it honest.
Yeah.
Sir Murlock, big time match. Certainly it is. Yeah. This is it. Aptly so. 2-1 now.
What a terrifying team to play in a draw.
Yeah.
They're the number 9 seed. It's the world champion. And someone who took second at the World Cup. Sparky is a beast.
He is, and he keeps
either one of these players can play front or back.
Yeah, and you never know what they're going to do. But this is the thing with Fadi. He takes his time. He's going to shoot his shots. Harold, depending on where he's at, his level of focus, he looks like, no, because I asked him before, I was like, are you going to give him a game? And he says, I'm going to give him a game.
Who's that?
Harold.
And if you're Brandon Muñoz, the style of play for Brandon is just up-paced, fast, aggressive, all that stuff. And he's just been doing that for 4 hours straight.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much gas is in the tank for him right about now.
Yeah, that's a good question. But I think I think that the thing that great shot there by Fadi, he comes in from behind. That's a timing thing for him. He does that on purpose. You see the switch now, which is they need to do. Fadi needed to do that because Harold is just being, he's been a sitting tuck back there. And Fadi's defense, he knows his claps. He understands what he's doing. He's taking away targets, whereas Harold's just moving the ball around and giving targets. I'm sorry, moving the men around, giving targets.
Shot on goal. Oh.
Bank. He's been recently adding that bank series. Not as strong as he normally shoots it, but it counts. Ties it up 3-3 in this first game. Muñoz. See, two blocks in a row now from Fadi after Harold led like 2 and 3 in a row now. That's a good switch.
He hit the post on that, right?
He did. He hit the inside post. I have to imagine. They're going to call it.
Yeah. Okay.
He does. Yeah.
You get nervous as a spectator. Like you don't want to say what he should do, quote unquote, or any of that stuff. But it's just like you feel in that moment, like you didn't switch for offense, you switched for defense.
Yeah.
And so, at the very least, like lean over to your partner and go, "You want it?" And I actually thought he was going to set it up and shoot it.
Fadi puts the ball in the play.
If you go up 4-3 here, this is huge in the first game.
Massive. Really looking at the defense, which is what he does. Try to go down the middle. Gets another attempt here. Now he's going to switch it up.
Sparky leaves that reverse. Right there.
Beautiful. Fake straight. Body into the back. Try to sneak one in. Did not. Body says no. 4-3 game one.
I don't think that looked zone, did it? Another timeout here. Their second.
Wow. They're playing it. I mean, you have to do that if you're a team like this on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
No offense to either one of them, but they're going to have to put it together. Fadi, of course, is going to be the team captain calling these things, and he has that ability.
Harold knows that, too, by the way. He knows that to beat this team on the left, as they switch now, too, you're going to have to play at the most efficient combination, how you want to say that. You can't just, like, out-mechanic them.
You can't mechanic him. Nope. And there's your timeout.
I like that on Sparky's because he's more than capable of passing and scoring. But again, why?
Get your horse up into the front.
Yeah. And they switch on the right side as well. And they're out of timeouts is what Harold's saying to him.
Yeah.
So no matter what, if he gets the ball on his 5 or 3, he's the forward. And I won't say they have an extra point to play with, but if it does go to 4-4, they can still switch for that last ball.
Fadi looking to put this one away. I don't think he's going to be trying to pass. He has a capable 2-bar.
He's already scored.
Trying to do that bank on the far side.
He's barely missing. He's got the right read on it.
Pass attempt. Grabbed by Harold. Harold now. This is his time to shine. Can he do it? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Why not? Almost. Trickled one in. Castillo looking to probably score.
He passes from here.
Yes. My opinion means and he does a push side, buries it. Here
now
comes
they switch again. Switch again on the left. Now they do have timeouts on the left side.
Yep, they have both.
Yeah, still out on the. No, they have one.
Oh, they have one?
Yeah, Sparky called a timeout on the 5-bar.
Oh, yes.
He can still call it here if he wants. He's going to do it.
Fadi knows.
Now everybody's out. They're playing this one as they are to the rest. And this is tough if you're on the right side of the table because what does he do? Then that's what they're talking about. Do we switch? Because on the one hand, Fadi is coming back, and they are going to switch. This is how they got back into this match.
Yeah.
But it's also tough because
that's stuck.
Yeah, this is a defensive switch, and you need offense to win this game too.
So he's going to have to try to make it happen.
Yeah, they're going to call that a jar. Yeah, 100%. That's the right call too. There's a wall pass, and he just jammed the wall and slipped it through.
4-4, game one. Muñoz looking to go ahead after being down by 2. And he does. Deep. Fadi had it. He was close. Did not put it away.
Yeah. That's a tough way to lose, and it's why these guys are so good. You switch, you feel like you're in good shape to win the thing, and it's just like, okay, maybe not. And that's when it feels like it's impossible to beat a team like that, because you just at no point did you feel like, oh, I got this. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm speaking for somebody that's not saying that. That's what I feel like.
Brandon now looking to mow everybody down around him.
Brandon Muñoz.
But see, and this is the thing. Like, still, Fadi will continue to come at you. But you know, it's going to be a team thing for both of them on the right-hand side. Can they do that bind? Buries that long.
Yeah, I like the switch early. And to be honest, I'd like to see at this point if Harold gets the ball on a 3, just shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My spidey senses were telling me that was a
good. Yeah. First one of the night.
Yep. I can't all say.
Fadi again trying to make something happen here. Tied up 1-1 in the second game.
I'll tell you how I knew here in a minute.
The face?
But, well, no, not the. That's part of it. But it's in reaction to something else. I like to see him shoot this right here. Don't call the timeout, because you know this early in the game.
Yeah.
If you call him now, probably going to need to shoot it later.
Ooh,
so just take the shot.
Yeah, down
when
the
there's
middle
no pressure,
yeah.
It's 1-1. You still have your timeout. And if you're gonna shoot, if you're gonna have to shoot it 1-1 instead of 4-4.
You're a good coach. Timeout called.
Yeah. Now on the 5 is 5 bar scores 2-1. That doesn't apply.
Right.
But I like that. Smart play. And they're over here talking it through. I love that they're in this match.
Yeah.
This is on paper, and it's no disrespect to them.
No.
On paper, this is not supposed to be a close match.
Yeah.
Yet here we are. When he came over and was going to ask a question, and I did the hand, and he immediately was okay with that and was going to go somewhere else. That's when I knew it was just a simple, honest question. That's what I was trying to say.
I like that. 2-2 now in the second game.
It's a nice thing to ask.
Yeah, Fadi's got a very solid 5 bar.
I love his follow through on his 3 bar. It's like the Rockettes.
Oh, a little kick. Wow.
I'd say that's a good 80 degrees.
Muñoz looking to put 80 degrees of heat behind this ball, and he does. 3-2.
It's not very far where he's from. Not very hot where he's from. Look at this. It's late. Holy moly.
Holy moly. And he pops the ball up. 5 bar shot, and everything is coming up Muñoz. 4-2 now in the second game. They were close. Not that it's over.
I like that pass, even though it's unintentional. Off the back wall, I support it.
I support it too. But this is a preview. I mean, I think this is going to be for this team on the left-hand side. To me, this was going to be the harder compositions they were going to play.
Yeah.
Personally, because I know how Fadi can be against good players. He just gets better.
And he's not rattled at all. He's playing his game, and it's a very solid game. And it doesn't matter how good you are, you still have to beat him.
Right. And Harold's the same way. Maybe Harold cannot match Fadi in his ability, but Harold still does, plays fearless.
In this kind of situation, though, if the smarter you play, that is just so brutal to get passed on like that in doubles. What I was going to say before I was completely caught in amazement by that was that there's no give up, or there's no. That is the corny way to say it. If you don't believe you can win a match, don't play the match. Is what I think. And if you come in saying, "Well, these guys are so good, I can't beat them," then don't even play. Just forfeit. The opposite has happened on the right side of the table. Like they're even down 2 games. Like they're talking about what they can do, what they can change. It's winnable.
Yeah,
It's a totally winnable match.
It is. Yeah.
You can feel that, even though we're on the other side of plexiglass. We're watching it on, a few feet away. We can't hear what they're saying, obviously, but this is a winnable match. And if you don't have that mindset, then most of the time it's an impossible match to win.
Absolutely. And that is the cleanest plexiglass I have ever seen in my life.
It's hard to even see sometimes.
Like my dink.
Scared me.
Fadi looking to get on the board here in this 3rd game. Down by 2.
I think Sparky has a good idea of what he's capable of.
Yeah.
On his pull shot. And I think he's just decided to.
You see Fadi, though, doing a fist pump, double fist pump. He's not backing down. And he knows defensively what he needs to do. I mean, this is the quick read by Fadi defensively. He knows what he needs to do.
I don't think that thing is going to be the thing that sets him free. He hasn't even looked at anything else, really. He did He did a couple of. If this is what they're doing the 2 to 5. Because I guarantee you that Sparky can hit those.
Yeah.
Muñoz is going to catch them.
Yes.
And that is terrifying to see.
It is. Yeah. Do you think that's the best passing? Wow, speaking of best, there we go. 1-1 now. Left hook. So a 2 to the 5 or 3 to the 5. What would you call it? It's just 2. Well, 2 to the 5.
I call it goalie, but I'd call it 2 to the 5, even if sometimes it comes from the 3.
Okay.
Just for the sake of ease, and you're passing from the goalie. You're passing to the 5. So instead of 2 to the 5, just call it 2 to the 5. Passing to the 5.
Passing to the 5. Sir Murlock, you must believe before you can achieve.
Yeah. He's at the end of the table over there.
You can see him. You can see his feet and stuff. Fadi.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's no use in playing if you don't think you can win. Unless you just want to goof around. But if you think that you can't win a match, stay off the table. Stay in the stands. What a pass. God, this is just. I feel sorry for anybody who has to play this team on the left. But I'm excited that I'm probably going to get to watch all their matches. And for those watching the stream, you're probably going to get to watch all their matches.
I think probably, yes.
Nice shot.
Fadi buries that now 2-2 in this 3rd game.
Or switching. And again, it's only 2-2, and this is just one game. You're not going to win the whole match in one game.
Right.
You only need to win this game to not get knocked out. That's it. And that sounds easy when you say it. But I believe that. And to any new player who's getting into foosball, I'd like to see him shoot this right here. I don't know what they're. Oh, they switched back. Triple. They have such a similar color shirt on.
Push kick attempt. Probably ill-advised.
He's feeling it, man. But 3-2 is where those pop up. It's his ball, yeah. It was 2-2. Oh, they're just making sure. No, it was 2-2. No, that's wrong. It was 2-2. This is wrong. It was 2-2. It was 2-2. Yeah. I'm glad they asked because.
And you can ask.
You can ask, but I can't say that without them asking that. And I'm telling you that. I'm looking at David over here, but it's like I can't. It's not appropriate to interject into a match where your opinion wasn't requested.
Right.
Even when you're right. Even when you know you're right. But the second they look this way, and that's the way. You don't have to remember whose drop it was. You just have to remember what the score was, and it was 2-2. All right, that makes me feel good.
Good. Oh wow, closed hand, pull kick. I'm watching. I'm looking around all the other tables. There's still matches going on in this first round of the knockouts, and people are focused.
Wow. Wow, what a shot. Off the back pin. Just pushed it through that short hole. Great shot by Harold. I like his name, Harold Hutchison.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an N, it's Hutchison. Hutchison. I know some Hutchisons back in Texas.
Oh.
Nice shot. Oh, took a shot off the face there.
A lot of that happening on this table. Yep. A little smile. Oh, so walk it off.
More talking. Do we want to switch? You have to call a timeout if you do.
No, he's got a very. He's capable of shooting a nice deep hole.
Yeah. There it is. It wasn't all the way across, but he put some stank on it. And against a less experienced goalie who might have jumped out of the way. Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's a good shot.
Match point?
Match point. In his third game in his first round of knockouts, the Monster Money KO.
You see Brandon doing the little, like on his 3-bar, he misses the pass. He's getting antsy. This is where you see a left hook coming. Left hook, slingshot, something fancy, maybe a dink, something like that.
Any one of those?
You can. I'm just saying, but it's not going to be a standard pass and shoot.
Yeah.
He's wanting to like some Cirque Foos Filet.
Cirque Foos Filet. Harold now sends the ball back to Castillo. Castillo looking to score. So this is the thing. I mean, it's match point for the team on the left.
He's not passing on match point ever.
No, he's not passing. No, he's going to do that bank. But I mean, it was never like a blowout.
Still not.
It's still not.
This match isn't over.
No, it's just they were holding their own against a really good team. So match point Muñoz.
Now he's going to do something more traditional. Yeah.
And he does. Puts away, push side. And there you have it. That's the first round we are watching here tonight.
All right. Good showing by those two.
Good. Yeah, that was. They were never not in it. So,
right.
this is something to think about.